Hi, so today we're going to have a look at a piece called Float On, which is in the Trinity Grade 1 Rock and Pop syllabus book. And there's a couple of, it's a technical focus, and for me the technical bits that you've got to be good at is first off the 4 on the floor. So at the verse at the beginning you're doing this 4 kick pattern per bar. So you're playing an 8-beat, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, but you're adding a bass drum to beat 2 and 4 where the snare normally comes. So you add them to the snares. So your bass drum is going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and kick and kick and kick and kick and it's quite tricky actually. People find that a difficult technique to get their heads around, especially if you've learnt the 8-beat without it at the beginning. So practice that, and if you can't do it, you can still play the piece without it. You still play along with the track, and it works well. But then it's something that you need to bring in. Then in the chorus you have 16th notes. Now in the chorus you have a 16th with just the kick. There's no snares here. It's going kick, 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 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I think it's worth playing a full 16s beat. Not in the piece, but it's worth being good at it. And it's even worth practicing your fills and whatnot, just so it's one of the rhythms that you can, fall back on. One of the rhythms you can turn to in your everyday playing. 16s, little fill, back into the 8-beat. So you're kind of using it as just one of your rhythms that you can play. 16s is really useful. It happens a lot in lots of different genres of music. But in this piece, it's doing it just with the bass drum, so there's no snares in that. And once you've done the first verse and then the chorus, there is very little else in the piece. The second verse is very, very similar. Couple of different bars at the end, different fill and a different little double snare bit on bar 20. If you look at bar 20, it's very similar to bar number 4, but with 1 fewer snares. So there are tiny little differences like that. And then the second page where it does the chorus and then what's effectively the outro is basically the same chorus with a couple of tiny differences, and then the outro bit is basically a verse. It's almost, in fact I think it's identical to the second verse. So if you look at bar on the second page, bar 33 to the end is virtually identical to bar 17 to the end of the first page. Those two lines are fairly similar. It's just got a crash at the end. So I'm going to play this piece. I'll count into every little fill, every little bit, and let's give it a whirl. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I backed my car into a cop car the other day.
Little snare
Well,
bit.
you
1,
just
2,
drove off
3.
sometimes last night. I ran my mouth off a bit too much. Oh, what did I say?
Fill after 2.
Well, you
1,
just
2.
left it off and it was all okay.
Chorus.
And we'll all
1, 2, 3, and 4.
okay. And we'll all
1, 2, 3, and 4. Bar 13.
and we'll all
1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3,
and
4.
we'll all float on anyway. Well, a fake Jamaican took every last dime with that sky.
Just 2
But it
snares
was
this
worth
time.
it just to learn some sleight of hand. Bad news comes, don't you worry, even when it lasts.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good news will work its way to all them plans.
Chorus, second page.